Hi guys, I'm Nick. This is Wild and Wired, and I'm out and about. So we're somewhere in Sussex. We're just going to the site right now. I've got my what 3 words, and that'll take us to it. It's just miserable, absolutely horrible. So I'll get back to you when we get into camp. See you in a minute. So it turns out relying on GPS when there's no GPS signal is not the best plan. Hey, who knew? So I'm hiding out under a tarp. So I've pulled out my bag. It's pissing with rain right now. We've got both bags under the tarps just whilst we're trying to find the site in the pitch black. So yeah, fun and games, man. I don't know what's happening really. We've got to. I think we're right on top of it. But if not, we'll just pitch up anywhere. But it'd be better to go where we want to go. So I'll come back to you when we find the pitch. You should see me now. I'm literally huddled under a tarp. Back in a minute. 8:10. We're only just making fire now. Finding camp was not easy. A good pitch. It's really rocky around here, hilly, and also our regular pitch has been basically deforested, which is a nightmare. They've just chopped it all down. Right. It's now 20 to 10, and I've got a few hours have passed since we last spoke. Look at our fire quickly. It's taken that long to get that fire going. I've been batoning like an absolute trooper. Everything is absolutely sodden to the core. Everything's got at least 20% moisture in it, all the deadfall, everything, from the 2 storms that have been going off in like November and December. So it's been making a fire a real pain in the neck, but we're getting there. It's just a lot of work. So we're both hungry. We'll get this thing going. We'll come back to you in a minute. Okay, time check. It's now 10:15. Let me tell you about what happened with the pitch. We went to the GPS coordinates. GPS coordinates weren't right. So Dan used his sense of direction and experience and landmarks. We get near, and the whole place has been deforested, or at least majorly chopped down. There's just dead stuff everywhere. Tractor marks everywhere. The fence is down. All kinds of stuff. It's oblivion. You know what I mean? It's tree Armageddon. So that meant all the pitch is gone, basically. That's the long and short of it. We spent way too long mooching around trying to find a new site in the peeing rain, in the dark, with 30 kilos on our shoulders. So it was fine. Spirits are great, but it was hard going. And then getting this fire going has been absolute murder. This is easily the hardest fire I've ever had to get going. Honestly, if it had been raining when we were getting this going, I don't know what would have happened. I probably would have ended up building a fire under a tarp, which I haven't really done before. So I've got to keep chopping, like no rest for the wicked, and then we'll get some food on and the beer's out, and we can get some music on and start to chill. This is how you learn. I'm loving this. It's great. It's an adventure. It's good. Nothing bad. All good. Just my shoulders are killing me and my knees are killing me. Right, back in a bit. See you soon. Peroni, cheers. Here's to this bloody fire burning. Okay, I've got a lovely hotbed there. 1 beer down, time to cook, big time. It's about 11, half 11, I don't know where it is, but hot coals, food, coming right up. Dinner is on. Dan's doing chicken, I'm doing the PA Outdoors Special, I'm going to call it, which is prawns, chorizo, coriander, rice, pilaf, or one of those. I don't know, basmati, sorry. So good. And so needed. I can't tell you how much I earned that. I don't know when I last ate. I think I had like a pastry in a service station about 2. And we've gone miles. I'll have to check it on the GPS track on my phone to see how far we've gone. It was crazy. I don't know. It probably did about a 5-mile walk. About 5 miles down the saying. So we did well. But this is going down an absolute storm. Carbs and protein, baby. Carbs and protein. Right, I'm going to scoff this down. Love it. The reason why this is so good is because you can cook it so quickly. The prawns, the chorizo, the rice, if you're using basmati rice like Tilda out the bag, it all cooks so quickly. And that's a major, major benefit, right? You're out there, you're hungry, you want to eat. Bang. This is why this is great. But number 2 why this is great is it's like for people like me who are not chefs or culinary people, the chorizo, the fat from the chorizo flavors everything else. So all you have to do is add some coriander in there and the magic happens. It's so great. I could probably eat 2 of these, and this was a massive portion. A whole bag of Tilda rice,
one a whole thing of, you know, Tesco's king prawns and a chunk of coriander. That's it. Chuck them in on a plate on anything hot. Give it a whirl. Bob's your auntie. You're done. Oh, sorry. I got to eat the rest of this. It's so good.
Someone set it up. We'll probably get a copyright strike though. Everybody pray at the altar of porcupine.
Okay, you can't really see anything, but we are probably 100 meters away, maybe more, 200 meters from the site, and that's the campfire from the farmer's field that we've got complete permission from to be here. So this isn't very stealthy. just we happen to notice that as we're walking down this beautiful country field thing, that's us all the way in there. You can see us from Mars, man. So it's not stealthing because, well, we've got permission, so we don't care, right? Hey! Okay, so it's just gone 3 a.m. I'm absolutely exhausted. Dan is too. We're both beaten. Today was a really, I want to say like a stress test. Not stress as in like mental stress, but physical stress. It was good challenge, really good challenge, but I'm done, really done. It's bedtime. I'm in my OEX Fox 210, probably for the first time on the channel. It's becoming old faithful, but I'm not a massive fan of it, but it's a bloody good tent for 100 quid. And that's it. So I've got Xped mattress to replace the Robins. I'll talk to you about that tomorrow. And I'm in the Corinthia Defence 4. It's about 3 degrees now. I don't find it that cold. Dan's finding it cold. I'm not finding it as cold, but apparently tomorrow night it's going to be savage, like -5 real feel. So we'll see where we get to, but right now it's all good. I'm warm. Just need to get sleep. My back and hips are done. Right, I'm out. Oh yeah, I want to show you this quickly. This is the Petzl Nocti light. So I've got a new headlamp because the other ones kept giving in on me. But this is a £11 case. I'll link it. It's absolutely brilliant. Super handy, and you put the Petzl directly in there, and it's just basically a diffuser. Right, I'm out of here. Sleepy time. Good night, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye. Okay, I've come back out here to show you our pitch from the kind of the context of this devastation. Right, I'm just going to come around here. Look at this. There's tractor rows down here. And just everything's been wrecked. This is not storm damage. This is man-made damage. Now, what Dan and I are trying to work out is why. Now, if you look up and around, all the pines are still up and standing. So either he's turning this into a pine forest and he's taking down everything else to give it room, you know, it's less resource competition. Or I don't know, maybe he wants to introduce pigs to the land or something. I've got no idea. I've got no idea about farming and horticulture. But I mean, this is unbelievable. We also think that there were probably a number of very, very unsafe widowmakers out there that needed to come down. But this is like a level ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? This isn't just unsafe trees that needed to come down. This isn't just Dutch elms disease or anything else. Right, I finally figured out a way how to get Dan on camera. He looks like a terrorist, but he's not. he's the opposite. He's one of the good guys. Anyway, here we are out and about. We're going to go and try and find this old campsite of ours and get some firewood, because the plan today right now is it's going to get really cold tonight. Dan's wearing his Swagman roll, which he loves and very much approves of. But it's going to get -5 real feel tonight, and the winds are gusting at up to 40 miles an hour. So we need to do lots of wood prep now so that tonight we don't spend 3 or 4 hours getting a fire going like we did last night, which was an effing nightmare. So that's absolutely the plan. That's what we're going to do. Say hi, Dan. We'll see you in a minute. Bye. So here's our usual turn-in, which is now a gaping big hole. So, and obviously tractor marks, and look at this. Our forest, devastation. It's just gone. Oh my God, look at these tractor marks. This was completely untouched, gorgeous, old forest. And now it's
It looks like there's been a nuclear bomb that's just blown half the trees away. Right, it's prep time. We need to go get ready for this evening. It's going to get really chilly, really windy. We need lots of dry or dry-ish wood. Lots of betoning ahead. Right, see you soon. It's fire lighting time, so it's mousy, mousy, mousy time. That's a young one's reference for you old school. Okay, let's light the fuse. Okay, got a good fire going. It was easy and quick. Once you've got good prep, it was easy. Like from, you know what I mean, it took maybe half an hour to get going, maximum. Dan's about to cook some dinner. It's about 5 o'clock, half 5. Look at our brilliant stove. Look at that, that's absolutely brilliant. That's my foot for context, for size. That's a beautiful cooking surface. Right, let's do this. Okay, and on the menu tonight we have mincemeat, coriander, and cheddar cheese. There's some sour cream going in there in a minute. Okay, this is just about ready. It just needs the final touch, which is some sour cream. So we're just going to drizzle some of this stuff on, and then that is ready for scoffing. And that is mincemeat, rice, coriander, cheddar cheese, sour cream, with some taco seasoning or fajita, whatever you can got to hand. It's just great. Right, I'm trying. Time to get this in me. Okay, it's 10:15. It's about 10 degrees, it's warm, it's just started to rain, as you can hear on the top. It's lovely. The fire's going over there beautifully. I've just built it up to protect it from the rain, and the weather forecast has changed to be a little bit on and off rain. We don't care, we've got a nice hot bed. Unless it gets really torrential, we're going to be fine. And there's so much dead wood, it's easy. You just get up, chuck something on the hot bed, it goes up. All is good, we're just chilling, eating, smoking, drinking, listening to tunes. I can't play them, otherwise I'll get copyright strikes. That's why there's so much video that I can't play or record because of the soundtrack going on. And this evening is sponsored by Madri. Excellent, excellent beer. Very lovely.
Okay, good morning. It's about lunchtime. I got terrible sleep last night. It's super windy out there, super windy. You can't really tell right now, but it really is. Not impressed by the X-Pen, not at all. It's just too small. I probably needed a long and wide one. I don't like the way it's constructed. You just don't stay on it, you slide off of it. It was a waste of money. Not good. The Robins was much more comfortable, but obviously 3 times the weight. I need another pad solution that's better than this. I can't keep spending the money. This is probably my 3rd or 4th one now. It's just too much money. They're all shit. I'd really like to get the Haven, you know, the lay flat hammer. Ooh, but we'll see. It's a lot of money. Can you see the tent blowing around in here? Not really. It's these big 40-mile-an-hour gusts are pretty big. Right, I need to wake up and decamp, get packed up, get some coffee in me, get some sort, get the morning ahead of me. Maybe even choose some slingshot. We'll see. It's also Sunday, and it's the heaviest day of the year for travel, so getting home is going to be an absolute bitch. So let's just see what happens. Right, gotta get up. Okay, here it is, the X-Ped 5R Ultra. It's really light, really small. This is it packed up and used. But last night and the night before, I had 2 terrible nights sleep on it. It's really not good. The problem with it, unlike any other mat that I've ever used, is it's got no structure to it. It's just like a lilo or like an airbed. You roll off the sides aren't raised. The mummy shape doesn't really help. It's not good. It's not a comfortable night's sleep. When you put your weight on it, it bulges up one end so that all the air is pushed up to the head end. There's no compartmentalization. It's just long, straight air compartments of equal nature. And that's an awful design in my opinion. I can't recommend this at all. I got 3-4 hours a night for the past 2 nights. It's not, for the money that I spent on that, I'd rather take the weight and the Robins and actually get a good night of sleep. So, lesson learned. I think this year I'm definitely going to maybe invest the hundreds of pounds in the, or the £200-300 in the Haven system. I'm done with all this BS, you know. Right, I'm going to get packed up. There's stuff, just going to chuck it all in and we're going to hit the road. It's 1 o'clock. We are all packed up. Everything's no trace of us whatsoever. I hope you've enjoyed this. It's been a wonderful, lovely camp. Hardcore the first night. Easily the hardest fire to get going I've ever done, but we managed it. Second night was easy and lovely and chilled. Good weather. Chilly but nice. Really, really good camp. The X-Ped airbed, not good. The MOD knife is just a constant winner. I was just showing it to Dan. The edge on my clone is still as good as the day I bought it, and I've hammered through thousands of pieces of logs with it. So it's crappy steel and it does a fantastic job. I'm gonna saw down, sand down the handle when I get home, like the boys at DBK Knives did. But that's it, all good. Right, I'm going home. See you guys later. Happy Christmas. Cheers, bye.
It is absolutely bloody treacherous here.
This, honestly, the logging or the deforestation or the resculpting or whatever you call it, I mean, it's just everywhere. And getting out of here is difficult. This is kind of where our old pitch was. So let's just keep moving. Look at this. Whoa! Ninja style! You nearly saw me go off over it there. Right, boggy shit. This is fun. This is more of an assault course. Oh yeah, and another thing. If you think this looks bad now, like 1:30 in the afternoon on a Sunday, you cannot imagine what this was like coming in on Friday night in the pitch black at like 5 p.m. and in the pissing rain. This was like the Krypton factor, or something like running the gauntlet. It was really hellish. I mean, you just can't. The footing is ankle breakers everywhere. But we're doing great. Right, let's keep moving. Right, we go this way. In a world full of barren and lifeless trees, you should be a pine, rich and lovely and radiant.